Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the webinar from Newgen Software. I am very delighted to welcome you today amid these crisis situation of COVID-19 world over. I think this is the way the world will move. You know, all discussions, all presentations are going to happen through web channels and online modes. So this is how the new world might look like. I am joined today by Mr. Shahid Iqbal, Head of Business, Digital Transformation and Business Solutions from Genix Infosys, Bangladesh, and myself, Arindam Bhattacharya, Regional Manager, Channels and Alliances for Bangladesh, Newgen Software. Shahid.
Yeah, thanks Arindam. Thanks for the introduction. Hello everyone. So this is Shahid, heading the business unit of digital transformation and business solutions of Genix Infosys Limited Bangladesh, and I'm a warm welcome to all of you to join this session today, and hope we'll be learning a lot about the Newgen's lending automation solutions. So thanks Arindam. Over to you.
Thank you, Shahid. So. This is where we want to start. Today I'll take you through some of the steps that we do to automate the complete life cycle of lending. Before that, I'll speak for a few minutes about Newgen, what we do, where we are present, what value do we bring to the table. Then Shahid will speak about Genix Infosys, what benefits they provide, what projects they do, who are their respectable clients, and about their profile. Also, after that, we'll move to the product portfolio of Newgen. Then the solution set, again the lending life cycle I'll take up, and last 10 to 15 minutes I'll try to keep for questions. So you all can type your questions in the dashboard provided to you on WebEx, and we can take them up later, me and Shahid can. To begin with, I would like to talk a little bit about our partnership with Genix Infosys. They are one of the largest organizations, IT organizations, based out of Dhaka, Bangladesh. They are a premium partner for us, and we want to really work together, in Bangladesh market, provide digital transformation solutions. Yeah, so I'll start with about Newgen. Shahid, is my slide visible?
Yes, totally visible.
Okay, great. Good to know that. Yeah, so Newgen is a 26-year-old organization. We started our operations in 1992. We are a publicly listed company in India, trading both in NSE and the BSE. We have more than 540 active customers across the globe. We are operating from 60 plus countries, be it Africa's, be it APAC, EMEA, US, Europe, everywhere we are present at this point of time. We cater to 5 core verticals: banking, insurance, government, enterprise, and throughout our history, throughout our operational years, Forrester and Gartner have rated us very strongly, in various product buckets that we are in. We have more than 2,600 employees across the globe, out of which 250 dedicated employees in R&D. We also have applied for more than 40 plus patents in these technologies that we work on. Our current revenue in Indian currency is 620 crore, and we have for past several years have been showing a 21% year-on-year growth. So, like I was telling you, Gartner and Forrester, who are the leaders in the space of analyzing IT solutions, digital transformation solutions, rate us our IBPS, which is our business process management platform, as a niche player. Forrester rates us as a leader. Case management, which is a tool based on the IBPS platform for case management. There we are a challenger in the Gartner quadrant and again a leader in Forrester. CCM, which is our customer communication management tool. We are a niche player in Gartner and a strong performer in Forrester. ECM, which is our OmniDocs enterprise content management tool. We are a challenger in Gartner, and in Forrester, we are again a leader. I would like to highlight a very small point here that we are the only vendor who is there in Gartner Magic Quadrants in all our product categories. So that's quite a feat to achieve. Okay, now I'll talk about where we are present globally, which are our major customers. Like I mentioned earlier, more than 500 odd customers across the globe. So these are some of the prominent names that you can see in APAC. These are the top banks. Since we are focusing on banking today, these are the top Indian banks that you use us: IDFC, IndusInd Bank, Axis Bank, Bandhan Bank, ICICI, Union Bank, Federal Bank, Bank of Baroda. And also, this is something that's very important, and you can see that in all wherever we are present in the top banks globally, what typically are we doing for them? Like in Vietnam, in SEA Bank, we are doing SME loan automation, retail loan automation for 160 odd branches. In Europe and Middle East, we are present in Bank of Muscat, in Oman, Bank Dhofar. We are doing retail and corporate lending for them. In Africa, for EcoBank, we are present in 36 countries and we are doing corporate lending for them. In Americas, BNB Bank is using us for corporate lending. So you can see we are present across the globe. We are catering to banks everywhere, from smallest of the banks to the largest of the banks. One of our leading customers is Life Insurance Corporation of India, where we are handling a load of more than 12 billion documents for them. So this is, as far as robustness and scalability of the solutions goes, this is what we bring to the table. Okay, now I'll pass the baton to Shahid, who has joined me from Dhaka. He will talk about Genix Infosys. They are our premium partners, like I mentioned earlier. Shahid, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Arindam. And it was great to know more about Newgen and its global presence. And I'll take a little bit of time to give an introduction about what Genix is all about. So first of all, in terms of the content of Bangladesh, Genix is a common name. Most of the local people know about this name, but people knows that Genix is pioneered in BPO and BPM businesses since 2012. So can I request you to go ahead with the second slide, please? Okay, thanks, Arindam. So here I'll speak about a glance of what Genix is all about and what Genix is doing in the local IT and ITES industry. So first of all, Genix established on 2012, and since then, a two-people company become a 4,000 plus people strong team organization nowadays. And we can proudly say that this is the first public listed ITES company in Bangladesh with an annual turnover of around 1 billion BDT. So we are very proud to also speak about that we became the top employer in ICT sector in both Dhaka and Chittagong, because we have our operations in Bangladesh, which belongs to Dhaka, the capital city, and the second capital, which is Chittagong. So I already spoke about it that this is an organization of over 4,000 plus people who are working in terms of the geographical area and geographical office locations. So from our own training institute that we have up to now trained around 40,000 plus people, and which is a big achievement for any local ITS company here in Bangladesh. And we would like to say ourselves like a job creator, and you can see the numbers, like up to now 30,000 job has been created by Genex Infosys since its initiation from 2012. So, and we are also proud to declare that around 45% of employees of Genex Infosys are female, and that becomes Genex as the top female employer in the ICT industry of Bangladesh as well. So definitely in terms of the certifications, we are an ISO certified organization, and apart from Bangladesh, we also operate in 5 operational centers throughout the APAC region, and we are very much proud to receive 11 trophies up to now for any sort of contribution to the local ITS industry, as well as our innovative solution, as well as our support services that we used to do. So Genex Solutions is one of the part of Genex Infosys, and that we call that strategic business unit, or SBU, and we started since last 2 years with a varieties of solution offerings to the local market, and throughout that up to now in terms of the global partnership, we have 30 plus global tech partnership. So in a key business areas that we offer to the market, actually there are a few segments where we offer, which is like customer experience management, which you are very much topmost in the in terms of the company size as well as company reputations here. Apart from that, we do back office management and the digital transformation and business solutions, that what exactly I represent as a SBU. Digital marketing we do, enterprise systems and solutions we do, and we have our own training and skill development institution. So this is all about in a glance what Genex is all about. So next slide would be like where are we are presenting Genex apart from Bangladesh, like the previous one. Yeah, please. Thanks, Arindam. So apart from Bangladesh, in Dhaka and Chittagong, we have our presence in UK, and which is bound by our group, which is IP group, because Genex Infosys is a company of IP group, actually sister concept. We have our footprint in Dubai, we have our footprint in Bangladesh, in Dhaka and Chittagong, I said already. We have our footprint in Singapore, we have a full functional operational office in Myanmar, along with the 320 seats for BPO and IT services. Genex also operates in Thailand, and also it started operations in Malaysia. So this is what exactly Genex global presence currently as a local multinational, we can say. So please forward to the next slide, please. So the digital transformation and business solutions portfolio that we represent, with a variety of solutions offering that brings your digital life, as well as any sort of business solutions that needs for an organizational automation sort of activities, where we empower your employees with our innovative HR management, as well as a multiple process management application. Like you know that we are a partner of Newgen here in Bangladesh. So apart from that, we also help you to engage your customers with a variety of services and solutions, so that your customer can get engaged with your offerings and your regular services, like chatbots, as well as robotic process automation, and lots of varieties of solutions that we provide in this particular segment. As well as we help you to optimize your regular operations with a diversified global solutions. We help people to optimize your regular digital operations, where Newgen can also give you the full-fledged BPM as well as workflow automation solutions through us. And the core strength that we believe that with the partnership that we have with Newgen, that we have our trained people who can support you locally. You don't have to depend on any sort of foreign consultant or something like that. We can address any sort of situation that you have and give you the local support, as well as any sort of solutions mapping that is needed. So we also help people or organizations to transform their own solutions or product to come on board and be available on the market actually. So that is what exactly Genex is doing from the all over the current activities. So within my time limits, this is what exactly I can give the best explanation about the company's ability and expertise. So few of our current key clients that we can show, like most of the telco is our customers here. Apart from that, we are also a regular proud supplier of Bangladesh Army, where we have multiple projects in the engagement, along with Grameenphone, Banglalink, Robi, and Meghna Bank, Eastern Bank, Ericsson, the few the multiple projects involvement that we are getting in. So this is what exactly I can say for the shortest time about Genex now, so it can take longer period to explain more about it. But if you have any questions knowing our solutions and services, as Arindam said, that at the end of the presentation there will be a 15 minutes time for asking questions, so I'll be open to give you the answer. So thanks, Arindam. So over to you.
Thank you, Shahid. It was wonderful knowing about Genex, and I'll take it up ahead. Also, I would like people to know that both of us are working together, that is Genex and Newgen for Bangladesh, and we are really exploring opportunities in Bangladesh where we can help banks and other enterprise customers to move ahead with their digital transformation journey. Yeah, so I'll now quickly take you through the Newgen product portfolio. So Newgen's product suite has four major buckets. First is the enterprise content management bucket. Then we have the business process management suite. Then we have adaptive case management suite. And finally, we have customer communication management. Uh, Among these, we have also developed some expertise in the areas of upcoming technologies like mobility. We have developed a Newgen Enterprise Mobility Framework for that. For analytics, we have process and content analytics. For RPA, we have a robotic process management platform, and we have also created a digital sensing platform for social media crawling. Yeah. So I'll quickly take you through some of the product buckets. In the ECM, we starting from capturing and scanning to extraction, classification of documents, storing, archiving, retrieval, and disposition. All can be taken care of in our ECM tool. In our BPM platform, we will help you design and model processes, collaborate among users during these processes, build new process and platforms, deployment of processes, monitoring and analyzing of processes, and finally, optimization of a business process. In our case management platform, we will help you assess and allocate cases. We will help you, the platform will help you investigate cases, analyze them, contextualize them, collaborate with different users by taking a decision on the go and assigning a case to people on the go, and finally respond and decide on cases. Our customer communication management platform, which is very exciting for banking customers, for telecom customers, helps them with on-demand communications, enhanced customer experiences, and opens a door for them through multi-channel interactions. Now, I'll quickly take you through Newgen's banking solution portfolio and where do we add value in the banking value chain. So, if you see the slides, the left side of the slide talks about a high participation of the end customer. The right side of the slide talks about high participation of bank employee. And all the processes are somehow, rated in that cycle. So under retail loan origination, which is a very high participation of end customer kind of a process, we do unified loan processing, end-to-end automation of the credit policy, integration with credit bureaus, business rules driven underwriting, and proficient risk management and effective regulatory compliance. So we will help you with end-to-end automation, we will help you with integration with credit bureaus, and we will help you with the regulatory and compliance management. In the payments portfolio, we can help you with check truncation system, ACA automatic clearinghouse. We will help you with direct debit system, swift handling, and straight-through processing of incoming payments. One of the prominent banks in Bangladesh is already using our check truncation system. We in smart account opening zone, where customer engagement is very high, we can help you with multi-channel customer onboarding, reduced abandonment rate, advanced cross-selling capabilities, transparency and audit capabilities, compliance to regulatory mandates. Again, all these comes with several dashboards, and if time permits, in the end, I will like to show you some jazzy dashboards which we have done for other customers and how they look, what benefits they bring in, and we'll talk about it. We also cater to the corporate lending space. We do prospecting, lead generation. I will be talking about lead generation today, credit analysis, underwriting, collateral management. I'll be speaking about all these in detail today. Yeah, we also do trade finance and various processes attached to it. Legal case management, again, like I mentioned, we are among the top players in the space of case management globally. Gartner, Forrester both rates us very highly on this space, and we can do legal case management for everybody. Yeah. Service request management. Again, this service request management in today's day and world is very important, because almost all the banking requests or service requests are coming through some or the other online channels for banks. So we help you automate the same. I would now begin with my, agenda of lending automation and how we automate the whole life cycle of lending. So when I say life cycle of lending, my dear friends, what I mean is starting from getting a lead, and that's what we are calling as lead management, to contacting that lead, maturing that lead, nurturing that lead, finally transferring it into a concrete opportunity, and then it goes into LOL, loan origination software, where it is completely processed, approvals are taken, underwriting is done, credit scoring is done, and disbursement happens. And post disbursement, even collections. And when I say collection, we will help you with delinquent accounts, chasing them, making sure they don't become NPAs, which is one of the biggest global worries in today's day and world. And finally, helping with repossession or repayment. Yeah. So leakage of leads. So here I'm taking a screenshot from a McKinsey report, which talks about how, based on which initial and secondary channel is taken by a customer, how many leads are finally becoming business opportunities for you as a bank, and how many are lost in what process. So if you see, if a customer comes through web, almost 85% of those leads are lost. And why do you think, and compare it with the second option, where the customer visits the branch, only 15% of the leads are lost. So what do you think is the reason for this? Let me break it down for you. The reason for this is the inefficiency, or the lack of lack of a consistent plan to manage the leads when it comes from other channels other than customers visiting branch. So, for example, if a customer uses a search engine and lands on your web page and says that he's interested in your lead, generally organizations or banks, they don't know if that lead or if that information is reaching to the correct account manager or relationship manager to take care of it. But in case of a customer visiting branch, that case is much less. So the leakage rates are also different. That's why, and this is where the first row where a lead is coming through web. This is where the real business opportunity of growth lies for a bank. And this is what we'll focus on today. So what does our lead management solution bring to the table for you? It will help you capture the leads, either individual or bulk leads. It will help you in lead assignment, and I'll take you through in detail on these aspects. It will help you in lead assignment, that is assigning the correct lead based on type of product and the geographical region to the correct relationship manager. So a person who's staying in Dhaka and looking for a vehicle loan should get should his lead should not go to the relationship manager of Chittagong managing home loan. He will just simply drop it because he is not caring about that. So you need to have a system in place where lead assignment becomes your most important step in this journey. Then follow-up of leads and tracking by managers and saying how their relationship managers or their teams, their lead managers are doing on each of the leads. And finally, lead conversion. The senior management will also have, using our dashboards, a 360-degree view of all the process, where they can very easily analyze the success or failure of the system. Now, once a lead is converted or it becomes a real opportunity, it will either be it will go into LOS, the loan origination solution, which Newgen provides. It could be a retail or SME or a corporate lending lead. Yeah. So these are some of the benefits. I am not going to take you through all of them. You can yourself read a couple of these. I'll just take a break of 20 seconds for you to read through them. Yeah, so these are the points that we have already discussed in the previous slide. So I just wanted to reiterate through this slide so that you guys can, read through them. Yeah. Now, these are some of the screenshots that I'll take you through of our solutions and how they are helping in each of these steps. Like in this screen, if you see, here lead assignment is happening. So what is it we are capturing from which source the lead has come? Is it either it has come through a marketing campaign? What is the type of product? What is what is the location of this lead? Assigning the lead to the right team or right person, tracking the product, which people are asking more often, and tracking the current status of the leads are some of the things which this software will allow you to do. Also, if you track the marketing campaigns or the source of the lead, that will help you in marketing planning better in the future. Using Newgen's lead management module, you can introduce different campaigns and monitor their success. Financial institutes, banks run campaigns like 0% trade, lucky draws, special deals, Say, for example, during Eid, you must be running a campaign to lower the loan for vehicles or electronic products by 1%. So you can very easily measure the effectiveness of this lead of this marketing campaign. And this data will help you compare the results of different campaigns and the most effective campaign versus the least effective campaign. The solution will also help you in in if a lead is rejected or cancelled. It will help you capture the reason for it, say for example due to high interest rate or lower tenure or provided by the competition. So this way, when next time you're designing your products, or this information when shared with the product manager of lending, he will be able to determine that whether you are lacking behind somewhere or you can tweak your strategy somewhere so that it can be better planned for future. Okay, and now I'll take you through the loan origination solution of Newgen software. This is a typical scenario or a process map for loan origination solution. All the Newgen processes, are built on the Newgen BPM platform. So this gives you flexibility to change the processes in future. This also gives you a flexibility of owning a platform where several processes can be automated. Say, for example, in loan products, using the same platform, you can automate retail loans, SME loans, mortgage, auto, education, any products. Most of most of our users are automating more than 20-30 products on the same platform. So how does this work? Typically, application of loan comes from either from branches or from mobile apps or from web, and finally data is captured. It goes in for a dedupe check and a detailed data entry. At this step, integration with core banking also happens so that rework can be missed out. Then validation and registration happens. Exception handling is also taken care of in this step. Finally, it reaches to the underwriter step, where the underwriter, based on his scoring methodologies, will check all the collaterals, all the documents, and do the risk scoring. Finally, based on the organization's various approval levels and the loan product, the approval matrix is taken care of. Again, at this point, the solution provides you with an exceptional handling scenario. If, say, for example, you find something missing, you can send it back to the exception team or to the relationship manager so that he can collect those documents or work on that part. Finally, the loan is sanctioned, and a sanction letter or a pre-approval letter can be generated through email or through a hard copy. It can be sent to the customer. Once this happens, the data is pushed back into the core banking, which is very tightly integrated with our software, and all the documents are then stored along with metadata in our ACM platforms for future references. Now, at each of the steps of loan origination, what value do we bring? This is what the slide would like to talk about. So if I start from the very left of the slide, you see that this can be integrated with the core banking system, the CRM, credit bureaus, web portal, DMS. We are providing our own DMS, but if you have something else, we can integrate with that as well. Equifax, fraud management, Experian, everything. Yeah. Now, if you see at each of the LOS steps, what value do we bring in? Like at eligibility step, we will help you with quick data entry, product selection, eligibility check. I'll take you with some of the screenshots where you will see these things in detail as well. So say for example, at the pre-approval step, we are helping with preliminary credit policy checks, knock-off criteria, and soft approvals. At the dispersal step, we're helping with rechecking of all documents because we are providing a mandatory checklist where we can do that. Again, like I mentioned, it is integrated tightly with core banking systems, so push and pull of data is not an issue at any of the steps. Okay, so now, this is a typical scenario where a customer walks in to a branch and approaches the relationship manager for a loan. So, this is how the screen will look like. The manager will collect all the documents, at the remote one-man branches and getting them processed at central office without loss of time on documents. Now, what happens? This person will collect the documents. He'll fill a very basic checklist of 5, 6 questions like we have shown here on the right side. And there is a to-do mandatory checklist so that he does not forget to collect some of the relevant and important things. And with a press of a button, this will go to the head office where the decision makers or the approving authorities are sitting. So we cut down on your processing time by a lot of days. Now, since this software is tightly integrated with your core banking, it can very easily fetch using the CIF ID or any other primary IDs. It can very easily fetch the data from core banking and will help you fill it in the form so that there is no rework happens and again cuts down the processing time. True. Yeah. Also, the system provides you with features like auto calculations of EMI, debt burden ratio, stamp duty. All these calculations happen at the back end, and it can very easily handled by the system. The system will also allow you to enter the relevant details as needed for giving a different type of loan. So these fields can be changed, and this is since this is a very configurable platform-based solution, you can very easily change these forms or the process based on who should be seeing it, what all details you need to capture based on what form you're giving. Say, for example, for education loan, you would like to know the name of the institute, the fees, and everything. Similarly, for a home loan, you would like to know the cost of the property, collaterals, and things like that. Yeah. Also, the system provides you a feature of directly contacting the verification agencies from the software itself, so that you don't have to write to them or track them from without or manually. So in the system, it will have all the data for your verification agencies, and in a click of a button, all the data will be shared with them, and they can, as soon as they receive the verification report from them, you can file it again here. Our system also has a business rules management engine running at the back end, which will help you calculate the risk rating for or credit rating for each of the lendees, and based on their employment, their designation, their marital status, their collaterals, it can throw out a score using the logic that will help you take a decision much faster and with a very very organized way. So all the risk categories based on customer profiles or business parameters can be made here. Various ratios like debt burden ratio can be calculated by the system. The system also helps you define scoring parameters, and finally the system has the capability of dynamically generating pre-approval letters, sanction letters based on, you can define the template, you can fetch the data from the system, and with a click of a button, you can generate a letter, which is useful in nowadays. At the stage of disbursement, the application will help integration with data through a staging table or directly with CBS, where the loan account number can be created and can be fetched back into Newgen application. The user can also view details of loan amount requested and can populate sanction amount along with other expenses. System can auto calculate total sanction amount against the loan amount requested. So this is a benefit you will get with this. Now I'll take you through the collection automation solution of Newgen. And since we are running a little short of time, I will try to wrap up it in next 5 minutes. Yeah, so Newgen's collection module will help you with fetching of delinquent account details from CBS by rule-based distribution to different teams and departments, auto routing to litigation in case a customer is not responding. Also, the agents can view all the collaterals that has been provided against a certain loan. Agents can also record the communication for payments or further route to reposition or payment settlement team based on what discussion they are having with these people who are taking the loans. And customer reports can also be seen in dashboards about bad debts and collection, which is a very important area nowadays. So, like you can see in this screen, the system will help you through, it will be connected through integrated with CBS in a way that you can fetch the details of delinquent accounts, and if the days past due has exceeded or is more than what you would like as a bank to have, it will automatically auto route to litigation or to the team that you wanted to. Also, very easily, the contacts can be recorded by field agents or telecallers who are working on this collection case. So basic details are already available with the person who is doing this communication. They can add whatever they are talking to, and they can record the communication details so that it can be used for future. If there is a, they've created a, if you see at the bottom of the slide, we've created a promise to pay button. So if there is a promise to pay from the customer, so it goes directly to the repayment team so that they know this customer is going to pay and they can address and talk to them. Also, if you see in the middle, there are communication details, so you can record what all steps you're taking, what all discussions you're having with them. The system also allows generating automatic demand generation letters in case a customer says that he has not received the demand letter or there is some gap. This can be generated right away by the agent just by click of button, and it can be triggered to email or can be sent as a hard copy and downloaded from the system. Like I mentioned in the earlier slide, if days past due are more, or if there is no promise to pay, then in these two scenarios, the file will move to the litigation department. The litigation user can view all the details of delinquent accounts along with agents recording whatever data that they have recorded. Users can this litigation user can populate the details of case proceedings. They can also add if there are some representatives or if they want to add some law firms into it, so they can add that. Collection details by external debt collectors can also be captured. If say, for example, external debt collector has been connected in this case, and if there is some collection that has happened through there, that can also be captured. Also, now the litigation department can also see the collateral details. So, say for example, if they don't want to go the litigation way but want to go the repossession way of vehicle or property of the collaterals, this can also be done. So repossession user can view all the account details. The collateral details that are already saved in the CBS can be fetched, and like for example, you can see in this scenario a shop has been given as a collateral, and all the market value and the details are already captured. And they can also capture, this repossession user can also capture the more details, like say for example, what is the current market value of this collateral, or at what state it is in, engine number. More details can be captured here. Now, we have already spoken about and discussed all the aspects of Newgen's lending automation and the whole lending life cycles, starting from lead to loan origination to finally collection. So from getting a lead to collecting that payment back, the whole life cycle has been captured. I will now quickly take you through some of the dashboards built on our business activity monitoring tool, which is the finest in the industry at this point of time, and you will find it very, very exciting. So if you see, these are some of the lead management dashboards, like average processing time of a lead, how much time does it take to convert a lead, how many leads are uploaded. Similarly, in case of individuals, they can see what are the number of pending work items in each of these categories. Similarly, you can see the leads are of which category: retail, SME, what kind of leads, are they hot, are they prospects, what are the sources of the leads, what's the expected business out of these leads. Then these are some of the loan origination dashboards, like you can see how many requests are approved, how many are rejected. You can drill down by just clicking on these. You can drill down even to the level of the application and see the reason of why something has been rejected. So negative checks, branch-wise applications, pre-scanning risk status. These are some of the collection dashboards. So you can see how number of contracts, number of parties, OD closing, exposure, collection percentage. So yeah, thank you guys. I have come to the end of my presentation, and if there are any questions at this point of time, I would like to hear from you guys on this. And you can type your questions or you can raise your hands, and I would like to take them. Else, we can just say goodbye. So I can see there is a hand that is raised by Mr. Shah Jahan Ahmed, but I am not able to. He has either self-muted himself. So, Mr. Ahmed, it would be great if you can either write your question or you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello, can you hear me right now?
Yes, yes, Mr. Ahmed, I can hear you.
Well, my name is Shah Jahan, and I'm working for Genex Solution as a business catalyst.
Okay.
So I'm really very happy to see your presentation and got some ideas about the new gen product. And I really do think that this is solution that we need to promote in our country. And I really do appreciate your presentation first.
Thank you. Thank you for Mr. Ahmed for the appreciation. Thank you.
Exactly. So I have some question. Actually, this question is very simple to your end, but I need to know about it. The first thing is that what types of server spec that I need to run this software, Newgen? This is my first question.
Okay.
And second thing is that, Arindam, we saw that lots of features and capabilities that Newgen product has. All right, like lead management system or content management system. All right. So can we provide or promote to the bank or the financial institute within very short package is like only for the lead management or only for the RPA or only for the content management system? Can we do that, or they have to go for entire package together? That is my second question.
Okay.
Okay. And one more question is that, Arindam, the idea is that though it is a very new technology for Bangladesh, and what I heard that one bank is already used these applications, which is a very good news. But you know that to become a control over the product knowledge, all right. So we need lots of battle cards. We need lots of documentations, which is like not only a one-time solutions or providing only for a very first newcomer. It's a regular continuous process. We need some, you know, like a classes or like a guideline from Newgen, so that resource become a more expert, more control over what solution has, and he can talk or she can talk to the prospects that my solution or what I'm going to promote, my software, these sort of strength features they have. So I expect from your end that some schedule or some routine for the promoter to educate more expert on the solutions. That's all, Arindam.
Sure. Shahjan, great. I really appreciate your questions, and they are well thought of, first of all, and I'll take them one by one. Okay. Okay. So to start with, you asked what kind of servers is required. So now the Newgen all the softwares they can we will provide once when we are quoting somewhere or we are submitting our proposal, we will give you a hardware requirement that we need. But I can also tell you that the requirements of infrastructure is very limited. These are much lighter softwares than you must be seeing in other places like ERPs or any other transformational software. So the infrastructure cost will not be too high. But yeah, certainly we will be providing to you. It can very easily run on a Windows server or Linux server. We are compatible with both of them. So yeah, I hope that answers your first question. Second, you spoke about whether somebody who needs to buy, does he can he buy one module or smaller sets, or he needs to go for the entire package? So to answer that, I'll break it in a couple of parts. So the easiest answer to say is yes, he can buy it in silos. There is no problem. There is nothing prohibiting that. Also, I would like to bring one thing to your notice here. This is a platform-based solution, okay? So all these solutions, all these processes are built on the same platform. So, and what we are actually selling is the platform. So any which ways, the customer is becoming the owner of this platform. So in future, they can start with one process, say lead management, and in future they can make these processes on their own, or they can employ a partner like you to do that for them, or they can come back to Newgen for some trainings where Newgen can help them to build these solutions. So I hope I have answered your question there. It is very easily, it can be started from one or two modules, and that's what we encourage as well. Finally, your third question was regarding a training plan or an intervention plan for the partner. So we certainly have periodic trainings almost every month happening. We keep on, we also share a lab license for our partner so that they can install a version in their premises and play around with it and learn through it. We also keep giving them battle cards, presentations, various collaterals, so that helps them equip themselves to sell in the market. I personally, along with other people, keep traveling almost every alternate month. It's because of the current global scenario that we have been not traveling for a couple of months now. But yeah, we almost every alternate month somebody or the else is there. So what I'll do is I will speak to Shahid and Taib Bhai. We will chalk out a training plan and we'll share it with you. Okay. I hope that answers all your questions.
Yeah, thank you so much, Arindam. Thanks for your question answer.
And Shahjan, so I don't see any other questions, and we are already running out of time on this because I have another version of the same that I will have to do with another market. So thank you guys for joining, and it was an honor interacting with you, and I hope you find something interesting in today's session, and we'd love to hear from you back in terms of emails or any feedback that you can provide. Thank you everyone.
Thank you too. Thank you so much.